stressing like a motherfucker. I just really want something to go away. I don't even know what to say. I've been busy all.
I be needing something real. I can't be around it if that shit ain't gonna be genuine. Feeling like I'm $50, I'm hating on my penny man. Now I heard a bitch, but you fuck niggas, I killing it, I ain't playing, I want 100 M's. Ain't no Twitter cancel culture can make me bring it in. We talk we cancel culture, dog, that shit don't even exist. Just look at me, bitch, I can be a witness. Yeah. Oh, Lord. I'm getting to that point where I don't give a fuck.
Hey, yo, real quick, I just want to say this about Tory, and I want to say this about Yak too.
Fire.
The reason why Kodak, Young Boy for sure, there's a certain amount of rappers, when they rap, the reason why it hit harder is because they're not just talking. For me, that type of shit is fly by night. You're just bragging, yo, I got this, I got that. Bro, like, honestly, art to me hit hard when there's some pain.
Exactly. Real life stuff.
Even though y'all might be partying to that shit, yo, Super Gremlin is pain. That's that nigga Yak really, nigga, you really heard over that Jack Boy shit. I told you, we did an off the record episode. Man, he spent an hour talking, rambling about Jack Boy. Just like, yo, man, I want that boy to call me. Nigga, and then, you know, afterwards, I think he was just like, man, I don't want to look like, I don't know what he was thinking. He was just like, but like, he fucked up over that Jack Boy shit. I mean, like, he looking at it like, it's fun. I don't think he liked where the situation is. And I think with Tory's music, why it's hitting too, not only is he a great musician, just like Kodak, just like him. When somebody's talking about their pains, bro, and whether you actually believe that he did it or he didn't, when you can see that the music is as transparent as his feelings and what he's going through, you might not be able to empathize with his situation, but you could think to yourself in a time when your back was against him. And songs like this that got that real feeling, that real meaning is gonna resonate. I thought that was dope. And I'm glad that he used Dirty K because I think Kodak was feeling, I think he left his feelings on that track too. That was a dope track for him to pick. I see people say the Meek Mill thing, right? So he mentioned in let's see, I'll go back to it.
I'm hurting anything. It's so fun shit to me. Niggas that be faking what he feeling, I'm gonna talk about it. Meek Mill, he used to be my dog, he did some fun shit to me. And when I brought it up, look, I wouldn't even talk about it. Ain't beefing with your class, so I'm hurting anything. I'm at this point in like, wow, I'm stressing petty thing. With all these rocks on off, nigga, they look like wedding rings. So all I think I can't lie, how we.
Okay. All right. I don't know what the issue is completely with Tory and me, but I'm gonna be very fair. I think their issues resonated from a long time. We've seen at moments it rear its ugly head, and I'll give you some times that I saw it, and this is public. The Melly situation. Melly is an artist, female artist. She was rocking with Meek, went on tour with me. People assumed she was signed to Dream Chasers, and then she made an announcement, and Tory announced that she signed with One Umbrella Gang, which is Tory's label. Tory put it on the gram. Meek got mad underneath the comments, saying it was cornball shit, and basically he felt away. Also, we've seen it with another situation where I believe Meek commented and said, "Yo, you know I'll rock with you like that." There's something on Instagram, I forgot what the situation was. So Meek has publicized it that he's not seen eye to eye with Tory. Now, did it start over Melly? I don't think so. I think, and this is me giving my opinion as someone, I know certain things that I've heard, but I want to be fair to me as well. I think their issues probably stem from two artists that were in. Okay, let me try to explain. When Meek and Tory first linked up, I don't think Tory had gotten his coming of age. If you don't know, Tory was on Lord Knows. He was not credited, but his voice is very well known for Lord Knows. It's one of Meek's intros. Meek is known for his intros. If you ask me, and it might be the same thing with Jack Boy and Kodak, if it's an industry thing, I think their stuff probably a little bit deeper because they really know it. With Tory and Meek, I gotta think it's industry shit. And I've seen this happen a lot. I believe it's egos. Tory was a much smaller artist than Meek when they first started to work. Tory started to gain up there. And let me tell you what that does. How people talk to each other, how they respect each other, how shit goes down while one artist is going up, or meeting the other at the level they are, rather than that other artist being a little nigga. It takes some checking of the ego. It takes some dealing with each other. You know, it takes some, okay, cool, you gotta respect the man. He's becoming his own lit artist in his own right. He's not just a nigga you help him. You get what I mean? And also, I'm just taking it from Meek's perspective. Even though I've criticized Meek for that, he's shouting out people without signing them. You gotta start doing paperwork first. One of the things I've also said, Meek and Nicki, I think they're at the same point in their career if they want to further their musical legacy. I don't think there's nothing that Meek can do musically that'll make us think he's better legacy-wise than we already think he is. Same with Nicki Minaj. There's nothing musically that they could further give us. So not saying they can't give us great music, but it's not like we're like, damn, they need one more classic. You know how they say LeBron, he needs one more championship. It's not like we're gonna say, yo, they need to do one more like this. Like, I think they've done it all. Their legacy is set in stone. What I think both need to do is what we've seen Thug do, Gucci do, Yo Gotti do, Rick Ross do, and is transcend just being an artist. I love what Nicki's doing with reaching out to all these girls. Bro, I'll be honest, if Nicki really want to be the queen and stamp it forever, not because Nicki's saying she's the queen. I know she's broken all records for women, but 20 years from now, there's going to be another woman who calls herself. If you really want to be the queen, I think Nicki should sign about them. All of these chicks that look up to Nicki like Nicki's God.
I agree.
She
definitely should sign some artists, bro. Like,
sign 4 or 5.
Like Gucci Mane, like that would help her legacy, bro. Because it's like,
and by you signing them, it will always make sure you're immortalized. Guaranteed.
Exactly.
Same with Meek. Meek was the quintessential biggest street artist on the East Coast. Meek, if you ask me, should have 3 to 4 street niggas signed to him. The hardest niggas on earth. He should have his own YSL. And I think, because I'm watching Meek too, and by the way, I want to salute to the moves I see him doing. I see him fall back, he's falling back off doing the shit that annoys everybody, the Instagram, just back and forth, back, like I see him doing business moves, and he's doing some good business. Finally, these billionaires help him out. You know, I see the lids move, I see certain shit. Good. But in music, you can't keep chasing it. All he got to do, and this is where you immortalize Meek, as when we go back and talk about street niggas that came from the East Coast, Meek will forever be a legend if he signs like 2 to 3 niggas and make one of them the next guy. That's why Wayne is so. There's nothing Wayne needs to do musically to make us be like, yo, man. Wait, my shit crashed? Yeah. So yeah, I think Meek just has to do that. If he does that, he's good. I don't know how I segue to that, but I think, yeah, well, I was talking about him signing artists. I think on Meek's side, he's looking at it like, yo, Tory, that was some snake shit. You post an artist that you clearly seen I was helped putting on. And the mere fact that you didn't even come to me as for approval, and you did it behind my back, we can't be cool, period. Which I understand. I think Tory looks at it differently. Well, the artist herself said she wasn't gonna sign, and that she felt uncomfortable and she wanted to sign with me. We businessmen. Why I gotta run about you? You're not my big homie. But also there's egos there. I don't know what flaw shit other than that. Maybe there's some other stuff, but if Meek reverts to the person he is, he gonna be on Twitter. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. Real quick, because I gotta get out of here. 6ix9ine, he's coming back April 15th. You know what I mean? He swore me to secrecy a long time ago. Glad the video was out. He's returning, and he's very confident. I'll be very honest. This is probably one of the first times he's kind of kept me in the dark about certain stuff. I had no idea that video was coming yesterday. I had no idea that the video was like that. He's not running anything by me, which sometimes he has. Or he played me a record like, yo, this is the one. I remember he played me the first 4 records we got out of jail, and I was like, yo, go with this one. Like, that's the one, which ended up being Luba, and it wasn't that he was doubting himself back then, but apparently now, I think it's a few things. I think he also probably has seen comments that I've made, and he's probably like, yeah, I'm gonna prove back wrong, right? Which that's what I want. That's what I want. You know what I mean? Like, you tell your friends the truth to inspire them. You don't lie to them to continue to lead them off the edge. So I'm telling him shit might look different for you out here. It might finish, but I want him to prove it wrong. And I think this time around, he finally got to the point. I think he's confident. He has a plan. And when I talk to him about the plan, he'll tell me. He's not asking for advice. He seems firm and sure that this is going to work. So I'll be on the roller coaster course with you all to see what's going to happen that day. I don't know exactly what we'll do that day. If y'all want him back on the podcast, that's my guy. I'll give him a podcast. We'll try to make it very interesting. So should I put somebody else with him? Y'all give me some suggestions with that. But advice that I've given him, when you come back, no matter the result, I don't care if you chart, don't chart, it works, it doesn't work, you have to stay. You have to stay. You have to keep working.
It's about being consistent. Anything you do, like the stats matter, but at the same time,
you also got to get
if you don't be
consistent out of your mind. You will not be top 10 every week. You're still fighting some entities that is just way bigger than you. Also, the beefing with other artists, you need to look, and this is why Lil Durk is so amazing. I believe Durk leveled up off YoungBoy and 6ix9ine. Durk used to sell about like 30 to 40K. He leveled up off 6ix9ine. He did like 70 to 90. Leveled up off YoungBoy, did 120. Sorry, not saying that's the only reason why he did it.
Yeah, that's facts though.
He knows how to deal with that type of controversy and use people's hatred or those fans to fuel his shit. Very smart guy. Because of that, I think 6ix9ine needs to choose a different way of going about marketing or promoting shit. You know what I mean? It's about beefing. What you gonna say to Durk? He's platinum in the streets? No, he's platinum everywhere. You were saying you were getting 500,000 a show? Durk just said he got 500,000 a show. I don't think you will be winning that argument if you make it about numbers again, especially with the same people, but I will see where he goes. Cool. Was there anything else? Because I definitely got to go. Future update. I'm really interested in what Future got coming. I think Future's been so quiet. And this time around, I think Future is about to drop. Personally,
I can't wait for that. I ain't gonna lie.
I think so. Not saying he's going on another one like trilogy that he dropped. Beast Mode, 6 Nights. I just think he's about to drop one of his best body of work. I think he fell back for the right time. Fell back. He's popped out a few spots, nailed it every time. Fabio and Colore first week. I don't know how their first week is going to look at. I don't think it's up. But if you ask me, oh. I won't mention these until the range is too wide, and they have like 4 people in the same. So I don't know who's gonna land over who calls. We'll talk about that later. Wiz Khalifa and Gilly. Wiz Khalifa and Gilly ain't beefing. They're just joking back and forth. That's not good. They're not good. Roddy versus Rebel. Yo, by the way, Fabio 4's album is amazing.
I like how he switched it up.
Everybody said the airport is super lit. Yeah, get through there, whatever. Anything I did not mention, If you ask me what I predict to happen, I think Fabio will land first. Fabio lands first. I think 42 Doug and ESTG will be slightly behind and Colore right after, if you ask me. Dirt Case, they've been pushing that shit back for her. Get Tyler on the podcast, of course, trying. Somebody said, why have you flopped again? I'm glad y'all are saying that because I think he's about to do crazy things. This is why y'all can't, when it comes to young boy, all y'all gotta just say, man, don't even talk about it. You can't even say he flopped. Just say, I. Just say that. You know?
Yeah, pretty much.
Bro, he's about to do some crazy things. Tell you right now. See, young boy's smart. The way young boy got his album set up, he's gonna do fucking crazy. Nigga dropped 12 songs and 30 more to go. He gonna keep dropping songs. He's gonna get 10 songs on fire. So 10 songs actively doing millions a week. Then he will drop new songs. See, young boys want to act where he got all the fans. He could sell as much as he want to sell based on how much work he want to put in. Get back on Instagram real quick. Do one interview with me. Or just speak, period. Just speak. You know what I mean? Speak. Interview. Drop some videos. Get back on the gram. You know what I mean? Like, you know you have the songs. Make sure the rollout is like accurate because you know there's a few things that Atlanta got to check the boxes for. Easily, definitely going. Right, he's not gonna fall. Come on. Ladies, one thing we know about everything. Young boy is not falling. Okay. One thing we know about young boy, flopping is not in his vocabulary. Trust me. All right, so it says, did Trippy make Colore? Wait, didn't you? Oh, Trippy was a banger.
I remember that. There was a nice couple to me.
Somebody said, you know the numbers are fugazi, why you always bringing them up? Well, here's the thing. The numbers are flex. And this is the last time I'm saying for it. All right, for people who say the numbers are fake, right? All numbers are fluff. That's what 6 9 was trying to tell. But he was getting blackballed, so his numbers were hard. It was becoming hard to fluff. But everybody fluffs the numbers. This is what I call fluffing the numbers. I call it the steroid. But it's always existed. It's gonna exist in music because fans like stuff that sell a lot. It's part of your brainwashing for music. So they're going to tell you that your artist is selling a lot. Now, the reason why I don't say the numbers are bullshit, and this is why I always reject when Nicki try to be like, oh, everybody's numbers are fake, like she's the only one doing real numbers. Nicki Minaj is on Republic. If Republic that signs Drake, is Drake numbers real? Is Post Malone numbers real? Is the Weeknd numbers real? Because you explain how the Weeknd went from selling damn near 500,000 to less than 150. How? Well, the numbers real fake. You tell me. The point what I'm trying to say, this is a steroid. I look back at the steroid era of baseball, and I don't say, oh, nah, all these numbers are fake. I assume everybody's fake. Unless you're literally independent. You're on a major label that uses all the tricks to the trade. They buy a few albums, they pay for certain fake streams, they pay for certain marketing and certain placements and certain radio play. They do it. They don't say, oh, we're doing it for everybody but Nicki Minaj. They do it for everybody. You'd be an idiot if you didn't do it for one artist and do it for everybody else. Because the artist you don't do it for, and if that artist flops, people are gonna say that artist is not successful, you shot yourself in the foot. So when you say the numbers are fake, I say this, the real numbers for everybody with a good rollout is about 40% less than what you're seeing. 40% is fluff. The real numbers is the other 60%, if you ask me. Now, in certain people's cases, I've seen the fluff be like 50 to 60%, where it's more fluff than real. They play around with radio a little bit more. They play around with fake streams a little bit more. They play around with other little metrics a little bit more. But don't sit here and don't think that nobody or there's an artist that's on a major label that don't have fluff numbers. Now, are the artists doing it themselves? Most likely no. I know a few artists, they actually spend their own money to buy fake streams. I know that. And they're on majors, which is weird because I'm like, you know, your label's already buying fake streams. Why are you? Like, it's like imagine you're selling drugs, but the plug's already paying the cops, and you still paying the cops too. Like, you know, your plug's doing it for you, right? So anyway, the point is everybody is cheating the system to a certain extent, and because everybody's cheating the system, I just call the numbers for what they are. The numbers will never be real. The numbers in music will never be real. There's too much financial advantage for you to manipulate. You get what I mean? Okay, chat. I love y'all so much. Gotta get to the airport. See you in Miami. I love y'all. Please follow me on all my social media. Go comment on my last Instagram picture on I'm Academics if you watch the stream and just say have a safe trip. Okay. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace out. Let me see properly.
Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. That was the best.